Does anybody know the YouTuber Drew Gooden?
Yeah.
What?
Do you know the basketball player with the same name?
No.
Well,
Oh, what he just said he was.
the basketball player with the same name has 50 subs and is verified.
No chance.
No
50
bullshit.
subs.
No
Not
bullshit.
even 100.
I'll
Not
put it on
even
the screen.
100. Bro, he is
Zero.
yo top 0 demon.
Top
Top
zero.
zero.
Yo, top 0 demon. I want to say grief is top 0 demon. Doggy.
Top zero.
Grief is powerful.
What are we
Rare.
gonna do now with 2.2, man? With 240, what are we gonna do?
I think I don't. Dude. We're gonna have to wait until he does something. I feel like he's got to do something.
You should get. Can
the
you
yeah,
get me?
He's
backlash-
gonna
Eventually.
eventually.
physics.
So the
Can you-
backlash has been so immense already. It's crazy.
Yeah, it hasn't even come out.
I feel like within a week, Absolute will have a fix for it, and it will just not matter anymore.
Dog,
Yeah,
The
but
thing
then
is,
it could be
Rob
argued
is
as cheating.
choosing. Yeah, because Rob currently, like, here, I've been following this like religiously because like I care too much, I guess. But pretty much the timeline, Rob Top like is doing 2.2. He stops like this is just some stuff you can see. Rob stops interacting with the community at all. He stops like the rate system's introduced, so he doesn't have to do rating anymore. Pretty much he's like focusing on the update. And while that stuff happens, like 360 happens, all the stuff for normalized 2 happens. And then all of a sudden he comes back, like he's done like, okay, 2.2 is almost done. And then people are like, we're all using 360 now. And Rob's probably like, I've never heard of that. I'm not doing that. That's stupid. And he doesn't realize that like we've been on this for so long. So now when it comes out, like, I need to do Death Corridor before 2.2 because of that. And I imagine, Doggy, you want...
The 2.1 GDPS.
That sounds
Well,
like a
with
goddamn
2.1
train wreck.
physics
That actually
enabled.
just sounds like the messiest shit ever.
They
Yeah.
allowed.
Like, is there a
GDPS.
checkbox to enable 2.1 physics on a level? Or is it just
No.
going to be new physics?
I don't
It's
know.
just new
I might
physics.
make some levels impossible. I wonder if...
You know, I've
One
been
thing I
like...
do
Well,
know-
yeah, but
I've been nerding into this. Okay, with the Eternus, I've said it like once in a tweet, but I actually get to get into it here. So we were like all like going full in on like balancing and trying to get this done. Like we really want it out before 2.2, which is true. But then I compiled every single top 10 level, and only Codependence, if you can count it, was beaten on 240, and Firework. The rest were all
Oh.
done above 300 or 330 or only 360 FPS. So it's like all of these levels that were verified on 360 or whatever are just like now 2.2 is gonna come out and they're just magically way harder. Like how's that fair?
yeah, I know.
Hmm,
I've been thinking about
Yeah.
that for a long time because he announced it a while ago.
there'll have to be a fix for it.
Do you want to?
I think
Yeah.
Absolute hinted that he'd have a fix for it on Twitter. Because
Well, yeah,
Diamond was saying
Absolute's really smart.
you wouldn't need Mega Hack anymore because there's like you can set your FPS
Yeah.
a
Or two.
week.
I
Okay,
trust
I'm
him.
going to hibernation for a week.
There's something that I'm scared about because with 2.2 because I know way too much about GD physics. Although like I go off memory a lot because I learned all this stuff like years ago. But depending on how he goes about 2.2, because he says he lost 2.1 source code, right? So
Yeah.
like the physics we're used to are gone now. They're just gone.
Yeah, it's
And
over.
because
Yeah.
Platformer exists, I'm inclined to believe that the entire system's brand new. And because he has no reference to 2.1 like in physical code, he's most likely just winging it. And I trust that he at least put in like obviously like the effort to make it decent at least. But in the
Yeah, I
like
hope
the
the
top
hitboxes are
echelon,
the same.
yeah, like the top echelon of like playing is gonna be like completely like fucked. Like
The
as honest
problem
as
here
possibly.
is like, what's
Yeah.
more important to Rob Top? The 0.1% of the game who actually like uses 360 TPS, 360 FPS, or all of the fucking mobile players who beat 4 stars. I don't know what's more important to him. Like,
It's
so this is just
clear.
weird. The minority would have to be loud enough for him to be like, oh, okay.
Well, here's the thing. I think
Yeah, but-
Doggy, you can agree on this because like you said this in your tweet, like the 0.1% or whatever that like we represent are like the ones that spend thousands or hundreds of hours doing like one task.
Yeah.
Like Doggy is of like 0.1%, and he completes all the top levels. He's one of the best players in the entire game. Like he verified Slaughterhouse, for example, all that stuff. To argue that he should just be stripped of all of that for no reason is dumb. And for 360 to exist doesn't mean that all the casuals are harmed at all. In fact, like it has zero impact on the casual player base if they have 240 or 360. So why not have it? I don't think that should be an argument to get rid of it because we don't need 360 or how about we have 360, and if you don't want to use it, you don't have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wants consistency in physics, is what he says.
But it's so. I don't know if Rob like just completely forgot that he created Jump Dash or something. Cause like look at the update history where he's like, I changed the physics. Next update, I changed the physics. Next up, I changed the physics, and as a result, like that's why old levels nowadays are just so bad and broken. Like transitions don't work. Like all sorts of
What was
things that
that
used to work in
level
those
that
updates don't.
Noctifly hacked and it was obvious because of the physics? What was it called again? It was that
Zaf-
green
wait,
one.
No, that's FQ.
No, it was like really old. It was
I have
green.
no idea.
Fuck, what was it
It
called?
was green. Did he verify the golden?
It was like a 1.6 level. I don't remember.
But
Green.
pretty much, I guess last thing about that, like with old physics and things, if Rob changes for 2.2, like unlike the older updates, I get it. You could be like, oh, like everything pre 1.9 is kind of small, like we can just forget about that and move on. But 2.1's been 6 years, man. It's been 6 years of this.
Yeah.
update.
The entire
just
list
be
is
like-
2.1.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't just be like, well, I sure hope nothing breaks, and then everything does, and you're like, oh well, because
Like-
that's what Rob Top did for every update.
The
If he
funny
broke
thing
something, he'd just go,
is that
"Oh,
if
well."
something does break, like, here we go. Like, there's no going back
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, well,
There is
he's-
no way.
So Vibrant said that they had like some players that are some playtesters on the beta that are like good at the game and can play extremes. I don't know who he's talking about.
I heard that
maybe.
it was I don't want to like assume things, but I heard that one of them is Zippy and the other one is Mr. Spaghetti. I'm pretty
We're
sure.
gonna get right
That's-
now. I'm just
I-
gonna say big
Vibrant said
assumption box.
Spaghetti doesn't have
Viper.
it.
We're,
No.
we're putting
Zippy, I
assumption
don't know.
box for
One of-
Twitter people. But here's the thing with that. Like, I remember looking when he was saying they got playtesters and stuff. I'm like, that's great. And that's awesome that you guys are getting people who can like do extremes. But argument, is it like the hardest levels in the entire game? Like, are they able to do stuff like I don't know, Acheron,
There still needs to be
Slaughterhouse?
more mod players.
Oh yeah,
Like,
like Doggy,
there's
you
still
used
not
to be a
enough.
mod. You
Yeah,
used to be.
I didn't. I quit though.
Yeah, I know. That was a fun run.
Dude,
though. You helped me update Slaughterhouse so many
Getting
times. Now
mod,
they
getting
ghost
your
me.
name, and then just getting out of there.
Bro,
I mean, I was mod for like a year.
Yeah, I
Can
know.
I- Can I
Yeah.
ask with updating levels? Like every time I asked mods a few times to like update lock like unupdate lock like Fever Dream because there's a visual error and they just ghosted me like 4 times and I'm like, oh.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
could literally just do
it's-
it in one click on a website.
It's AutoNick
Holy
that
dope.
has access to the beta as well.
Okay.
I
Didn't that
it
guy
might-
get
it might-
unmodded
might
for
sound
cheating
mean,
at some
but
point?
like I don't know. I would love for someone who is like legit like Doggy right here to just like be able to test the higher end stuff because if the higher end stuff is impossible, I get it, people are
Yeah.
like, oh, it's such a small part of the community. It is like the biggest part though. Like that 0.1% is the biggest percent of the entire game.
Because
Most
the
dedicated
top,
to.
like the top 1% are all the kind of YouTubers and players and top players and stuff. They're the people keeping the game relevant. And if you don't have those people, the game's going to go downhill like
Because it's a community based
really
game.
fast.
We make like
Yeah.
for example, I create levels. I make like I hosted and etc. Like Slaughterhouse, I helped out with Acheron, Eternus.
I make
I did
videos.
playtesting
Level.
for
Oh, wait.
Firework, like etc. And it's like if we can't progress from what we've built now, just think of like I know Tidal Wave isn't rated, but now think Tidal Wave. Now we're gonna go back to 240. Like yeah, when is something harder than Tidal Wave gonna get verified ever again?
Never.
On it. Yeah, exactly.
Like maybe in 5
gonna-
years.
It's
like,
gonna. It has to
Yeah.
take like a whole year of verification from like Zoink.
I
Like, he
heard
has to
that.
spend that so long.
I heard that Tidal Wave's not rated because of the song, but I'm like, is that really why?
No.
Like,
I've
no.
heard,
not.
I've heard a lot of
It's-
different
Can't be.
reasons.
It's just
I don't know what the
easy
fuck to
excuse they can
believe.
make.
Like, what? I don't even know what's true anymore about that.
It's because it's literally impossible to say one reason because again it's a bunch of
Yeah.
people voting on one level and like one
God,
mod
that's a
for
mess.
example, like I know a mod which this was like years ago by the way when it was like not years ago but when it was first introduced, one of the mods that I knew said like, oh like I really like this level but it uses like I just don't send things that have a replacement song. Sorry. Like
Yeah.
that's what they told me, and
Some
like,
don't.
some of them think like that.
Whoever
some of
that
them, like, just
was,
not like it.
they need to get a fucking grip. Like, honestly, like they just have
At least
no idea.
that was before like the whole what's it called? Like people we're getting good song replacements, because remember before it didn't matter whatever you
Yeah,
put.
yeah,
You could
yeah.
put like a
Yeah.
great example is I think it's a Dante by N Level.
As your
It's like
flare.
a 9 or 8 star. The song lasts like 4 seconds and ends. Like that
Yeah,
is the
like,
song you
back in the
put
day,
there, and
they
it's
did not
like, I
care.
think it's featured or something, featured or rated. But now it's like you need something good, and that's why I'm gonna say shout out to
Yeah.
Blitzer for getting me the Slaughterhouse replacement song. Like she did that completely on her own. She's like, here, take this, make this the Slaughterhouse replacement song. And I went, okay.
I got
I did
lucky
that.
with I got lucky with
But in the game for
Absolute
non-new
had that.
songs.
That would probably cause issues though.
Absolute
could
had-
you do that?
Yeah, people could put random ass audio in, but
You know what? I watched a Tom
The
Scott
George
video on
Washington
this.
sample.
But they're
Nico,
literally dead.
I
That's
watched a
why.
Tom
Who
Scott
cares?
video on this
No, he actually-
yesterday, so I could probably tell you what probably happened. This happens with classical music too. The original piece, like by whoever made it, who's long dead, that is public domain. But what's not is when somebody does like a high quality re-recording of it with like a band and instruments, and that's probably what they're getting in trouble for. I'm sure there's some remaster that has had some sort of like direction with some sort of group of people that then they have put the rights onto. So it's not that the original isn't free, it's that, you know, the
Oh yeah,
remaster
like basically
isn't.
copyright
It's
jackers.
probably something like that.
Like copyright jackers are so bad and it plagues GD so much.
I've
Like-
had a few. But
Oh,
I,
have you
it's
had
so
to
hard to
deal with
deal with
that?
them. You can't deal with them. It's so
Yeah,
shit.
they just do whatever. Bro.
Copyright is
But
just such a complicated
I
thing.
just hate copyright in general. Honestly, fuck that.
Dude,
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
if YouTube didn't have the content ID system, this website would just be fucking terrible.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
now it would
Yeah.
be.
Uh,
Because
pretty
they
much
handle all
honestly,
that shit for
Yeah.
you.
You know, like the GD stuff with the Nong songs and you know them being sent. Can I just like I
Yeah.
want to make this point because I don't know why like this isn't something that I see said a lot or like expressed when rating
Mobs
levels.
watching. Yeah.
If it's like an extreme demon, and someone's gonna be spending like at least thousands of attempts on it, even like the best players with extreme demons, they'll take like less than 1,000, sure, but they're spending hundreds of like attempts. Even those that spend like I don't know 500 attempts on an entry extreme,